We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Tonight, it's a compelling late-season clash here in Week 16 as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the San Francisco 49ers. It's the nightcap to a big Christmas day full of football. The Ravens and the Niners. Off we go from Santa Clara. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At their own 19-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
That's complete out left to Ayuk. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards for number 11. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Connects with Kittle underneath. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. McCaffrey running up the middle. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Now 2nd and 3. Play action. Now Purdy. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. They go play action here. Purdy to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 5. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Touchdown! George Kittle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners pick the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
First carry now for Justice Hill. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Play action. It's Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Throwing is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult when you step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run. How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Tucker's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
59 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's getting this too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 45.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Purdy looking to throw. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Throwing here, Purdy. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he did some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
first point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
2nd down and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. He finds Bateman over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Jackson on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. It looked like they were trying to get him outside there, but this defense had different plans.
Yeah, they really had an outside-in kind of a pass rush. It's almost like when you're covering a punt. You can't let him get to the outside and get to the sideline. You force him to stay in the middle of the field, and they did exactly that and made the play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2nd and 10. Purdy off the play fake. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. And this pass caught by Gray. Second and 5. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Got a man. That's Ayuk. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. On first down, Purdy finds Gray on the comeback route.
Pardon me, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
On first down, it's Purdy. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. First and goal at the 1.
McCaffrey, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Purdy on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Brock Purdy scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Moody good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. They'll get this to Flowers, left side. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. At the 23, it's second and 12. Now it's Jackson. His throw incomplete.
Well, he's only thought he had the window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Final play of the half. Purdy winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he's got it inside the 10. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Ravens 6.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back. So we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Play action. Now Jackson. Over the middle to Beckham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. They go play action with Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Had open man that time, man. They're putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. That is caught. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go with a shuffle pass and it's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Ayuk going to go in motion right. Back to throw, Purdy.
And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A second down throw for Purdy. Incomplete.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
Now Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Steps away, and that's a touchdown, but hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion.
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Now Jackson on 1st down. So find Dobbins out of the backfield. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, 36 yards.
And the Ravens have cut it back within a score.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Brief pause in the action here as they tend to an injury. That's George Kittle shaken up on that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
4 yards on the pickup.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift them around.
On play action, they'll throw.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A quick throw complete out to Beckham. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else. Drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
Sheds off the tackle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try to defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On target to his man, likely.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot from the right hash. This from 33. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
After the interception, here's Jackson.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
From 19 yards away.
And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead.
49ers 20. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And quickly, they get to the line.
A 2-yard pickup.
Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion. This is McCaffrey on the give. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
They go play action here. Purdy. Brandon Ayuk.
And finally down at the 36-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And here you are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 6 coming up.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Running free at the 45. Off to the races. Moving inside the 20.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Tucker now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Ravens 30, 49ers 20. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Purdy to throw. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Purdy to throw. He'll get this complete to Charlie Warner.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
To throw is Purdy. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be...
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Extra point try now for Moody.
And the lead is down to a field goal now. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Now 2nd and 5. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Off the draw, here's Hill. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
This is 1st and 10. 30 to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
Run with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here's 2nd down. Throwing, Purdy. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Purdy with one final shot here.
He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Baltimore, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Niners, this was basically just an exhibition game for them, as they'd already clinched home field advantage.
And they'll try for a better outcome next week as they head to D.C. to take on the Washington Commanders.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.